So Monica umekula chumvi. Si mingi.
Sijakula sana.
Kama kachumbari.
Mimea yangu bado haijafika iko kiasi tu.
So tell me, what has been your personal mistakes that you're willing to share?
Okay, like the one I'd mentioned in primary school, that one of getting into a relationship because of peer pressure. But okay, siwezi sema lesson tu ni kwa don't give in to peer pressure, but at that time I really didn't want a boyfriend, but because of pressure. So but through high school, I nilikuwa dempo high school. Campus was also, I wasn't that popular girl, but I was an okay girl. But when my dad passed away, I think that's when my life like just crashed. I was very close to my dad, meaning Kaneka daddy's girl. So I remember when we were kids, when my brothers wanted anything, that sent me, wait, so at that time, I think I really was craving for a father figure. You know, this was a gap in me. Actually, I need to feel it. So yes, I started dating someone who was 6 years older than me.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and I got,
you were in campus?
I was in campus,
okay.
Yes. Just started campus. So zile vitu zote nilikuwa nishajua, I don't do this, you don't, usiende kwake ukiwa peke yako, all those things. As in, at that time I think I was so mad at the world, I was so mad at God for taking me. And that's why I think I was just lashing out. Like anything that comes my way, I started raving, you know, all those things, hitting clubs here and there. And then, so I started this relationship with someone who was 6 years older than me. And I knew that I was, okay, I would say I was naive, but I think I wanted to please him. So probably whatever he knows more than me. So anything that he'd say, I'd give in. So unfortunately, I got pregnant. I got my first baby when I was 22 years.
Okay.
And now that's when things start hitting and wow, how did I get myself?
Yeah.
And by then ukianza look back unaanza tu hizo mistakes zote tu zina light up. Why were you rushing into things? Yes, I was covering everything up with mourning. Yes, but I would have gotten assistance from my family. People, we were mourning all of us together, but I kind of detached myself from that because I felt like, hey, I was the closest to my dad, so my burden is bigger than everyone else. But I didn't think people would understand the level of void that was in my heart. So that one of hanging out with the wrong people, dating for the wrong reasons, because I don't think honestly we dated because we loved each other. Me, I was looking for some sort of fulfillment of I'm looking for a way to fill in a void that is in my heart, and I was filling it with the wrong person. But I was still empty because it never satisfied me. And then people are telling you, by the way, wacha kufanya hii mistake, you people, you don't know. Always finding excuses of justifying myself. Don't judge me, I am mourning, I am going through something you don't understand. So that's how I ended up. I love my daughter, and I don't think I'd change anything, but I rushed into things. I dated for the wrong reasons, and I was feeling a void that I didn't. It's like my heart was completely broken by the way. So I think the way I was saying, I didn't mourn my loss.
Okay.
I just jumped into the next mistake. I wasn't true to myself. I didn't share. But I really closed up. Back I remember there was once there's a cousin or an auntie who came to visit and was asking my mom, who is squeezy anaongeleshanga nani? Because people would come even guess I just locked myself in the room. So I wouldn't talk to anyone. But that see me, ikifika time 6 jioni hivi, I'm out. Kujibamba. So it brought a lot of conflict, definitely, because this girl, the flower of the family has now been defiled. So that thing, it a depression by the way, because now I'm thinking, wow, will I finish school? All my friends are doing what they love doing, wanasoma shule, mimi niko hapo ninalea mtoto. I wasn't ready to be a mother. Honestly, it's a lot of work. Mtoto analia, me I'd start crying. So there's so many things that naona that in retrospect, if I could go back, I'd talk to someone, I'd mourn my loss, I'd I'd engage with people that cared about me. Yes, and not rush into things trying to fill a hole that would only be filled by God. Yeah.
That's amazing. I'm sure there are people who are listening or watching us who are in that season. You were in 22 years. They're pregnant now.
Yes.
There are people who've been heartbroken. There are people who, they just need someone to just say something so that, I can feel I'm not alone. I can feel like, okay, maybe there's future. Maybe it's not the end of my life right now. So what can you tell someone who's in such a season?
At that time, I'd say, imagine, open your ears and listen. Imagine, I think the people who are around you day by day, your parents, your siblings, your close friends, they really, really care about you at that moment. So whatever you're being told, don't take it as judgment. Take time to listen. As in, read the word of God, pray for yourself. Because I totally detached me. Because I mean, Corona, my dad is still young. He's not achieved what nasemanga ati Mungu ile maisha Mungu amekuweka kwa hii dunia. When you achieve what God had put you on earth to do,
for you to do it.
You go. So I'm thinking, my dad, he still has so much to offer. So I had issues with God. So if I had found someone, find someone you can talk to, as in someone you can be genuine with, someone who can be real with you, and be ready to listen. Because at that time, utaki kusikia. So be ready to listen. Find someone you can confide and talk to. Someone who's genuine, and someone who, whatever you talk about, itabaki to between. Don't try and deal with this thing alone. Because the demons will speak to you. They'll tell you, the devil will just find a kanjia of kuonyesha by the way umeachwa. Kama Mungu anaweza chukua baba yako na ulikuwa unampenda ni nini nyingine. So find a support system that is there for you. I had that support system, but mimi nililenga. Because definitely I told my mom, she was my heart broken nini, but she helped me take care of she didn't chase me out of the house. She took care of my child. Even my daughter anaitwa ni namesake yake. So there are people who really love you. It's us now, uko kwa hiyo situation unafeel yani umeingia into a hole so deep that no one can. But if you reach out your hand, by the way, there are people who are ready to help you, to pull you out. Yeah, it's not permanent. But there's life after all that. It's not a permanent. No situation is permanent, and God changes things, and beauty for ashes. He restores us. I napenda mtu. I mpaka sometimes I look at my daughter, I'm like, I don't know if I to go back and and say I don't want her to be born, but we have a special bond with her. So reach out. There's always someone willing to listen to you. Yes. And hata ukikuwa na crisis, by the way, there are organizations that can help. We have crisis pregnancy ministry that is helping people. So reach out. There are people willing and ready to support you here.
Thank you very much, Monica, for your time, for your wisdom. I think tutaiachia hapo. Mwenye macho aone, mwenye masikio asikie. Thank you very much for my viewers. Thank you very much for the people in the podcast who are listening. Thank you very much. I hope we'll meet next week as we learn more about God and His unconditional love and the way He'd like us to relate in the relationships we are going to have or we have. Aya basi, kwaheri, bye. Next time on the Catalyst Show.